Ikoyi building collapse. Such incidents shouldn't be happening in Lagos, Sanwo-Olu. I agree with you, sir, because there's what we call the town planning commissioner and other persons who should be, in the aim of affair to ensure that if a building, yeah, if they come to you and say a building is going to be 4 stories, it should be 4 stories, not 8 stories, because you think it's okay. The thing they fail to realize is at the part of the foundation, when you build, when you give a foundation for 4 stories, the foundation for 8 stories should go deep down more. It's not the same thing. The foundation for 8 stories and 4 stories is two different foundations. The deeper, the more it can go up. When you want to conduct a 25-story, when you want to build a 25-story building, you have to dig deep, 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 and start the foundation from down there below. What happened? I mean, this incident is so, so dear to my heart. Such a sad one. Families have been torn apart as a result of all that is going on right now. You can't begin to, even the very owner of the very building and all that is still caught up in the whole is still caught up in the whole place. Originally this whole thing was supposed to be 15-story building. Please find out. Let's get all the details. Ikoyi building, yeah, a pastor, 25 of his staffs, still trapped in the debris. Okay? So there's a lot going on right now. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has condemned the action that led to the collapse of the 21-story building in Ikoyi area of the state. During a visit to the scene of the building collapsed on Wednesday afternoon, Sanwo-Olu stated that the incident happened due to mistake made from all angles. The governor stated that collapse could be described as a national disaster, adding that such a sad incident should not be happening, not in a place like Lagos. While condoling the families and people who have lost loved ones in the incident, the governor promised that those found culprit will be made to face the law, those who have broken the law. The governor, however, disclosed the names of the members of the panel of inquiry constituted to probe the building collapse. He said this is an event that could be described clearly as a national disaster. Mistakes were made from all angles, and such an event really should not be happening in a modern city like Lagos. The governor said the indefinite suspension of the general manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, Gboyega Oke, is just a first step in the quest to hold those responsible accountable. He said, "We will say that we had to take we had to take this from the top, from the leadership of the agencies. You can rest assured that if anyone has been found in the course of this investigation to have been part of those who have allowed this building to collapse, have not done what they should do, then they will be brought in to justice." Sanwo-Olu described the violation of the National Building Code in the construction, added that some mistakes were made from the construction of the building. He said, I will not have the details. I will not have the details from preliminary investigation. Yes, I will wait. Those who have violated this whole thing will be brought to justice. The simple thing here is for us to have a manifesto and to understand due diligence was not followed. So there are several violations that have happened. We don't even have the manifesto of those in the building. Unfortunately, what we have seen in the last 48 hours ought not to be. The manifesto of everyone that was on site, we don't have, which is against the law. On a daily basis, you are meant to have a manifesto of everybody working in the construction site. There is no manifesto. We don't know who is in and who is out. And unfortunately, too, it has been very difficult for us to identify anybody who comes here and goes out. maybe a project manager or a staff developer, a contractor. We don't know. It's not trying to compare overseas and Nigeria, but there are protocols in place. I'm not saying that overseas they dot all their I's or cross all their T's. But if you are going to a construction site, there is what we call entering. Okay? They take your details, they know that, and you clock in and clock out. So that's the entering. Where when you come in, you write your name, your surname, okay? Time arrived, who to see, what offices and what areas you'll be covering in that building. In a nutshell, you just give a brief. I will be in the building. So they know that you are around somewhere. When you leave, you sign. So they know who is still in. Do you know how many people have died? Do you know how many people will be buried alive? How many people that will not be seen? Just take it from me. These are things that are going on. No true position. Guess what? Do you know that this building in the first instance was supposed to be a building for just, are you listening? 15-story building. But later, that's why the first contractor resigned, dropped the building. Why? He dropped the building. He said, "No, I can't take this anymore. I can't." The man said, the owner of the place said they should add more to the building. They should add more stories. The guy said no. He said, "Well, I will not be able to talk about the integrity of this building." Do you know that the building has not even finished? People have not started staying. More weight has not added. You've not bought your refrigerator. You've not brought your TV. People have not started staying there. As we know, these things happened. People have not started coming up and down. They've not even done fittings, toilets, sink, this. They've not started fittings before this happened. So if they started fittings before, what would have happened? So this is what is going on. Something was supposed to be was the approval they got from the state government was for 15 stories. 15, not 21, 15. But somebody somewhere said, let us add more. You can take it. And you added, you didn't even add one. One. You added, you see human being, 6 more to make more money. Now, who was say the case of Pennywise, pound foolish, all gone? Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. The death toll has risen to 22, by the way, and survivors are still 9. Please continue to pray. A lot of families are bereaved right now. Please continue to pray. Please don't take it with levity. It's serious. It is serious, please. God bless you. Bye for now.